Welcome, everybody, to the Big Picture Pinball Show, episode 7. We are going to start soon, so grab your popcorn and get yourself comfy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of the Big Picture Pinball Show. Hello, James.
Hello, Moto. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm groovy. I'm excited about today's show. This is show 7?
Yeah,
7?
we made it to episode 7. It's crazy,
That's awesome.
Right?
There's so much content out there for pinball and filmmaking.
You had no idea, and I kept telling you.
Yes.
And you were like, no one makes stuff with pinball machines. And I was like, there's a whole world, James. Let's go.
People documenting and talking about their pinball machines. Well, this is a pretty cool show. Our guy today, our good friend Joel Kaiser, is a filmmaker who made a pinball machine inspired from his film, which I think is a really great way. Other way around, people have made. We've had documentaries about people making pinball stories. We've had some stories about pinball, but this is a guy
making a pinball machine for a movie.
Yeah.
For Nicolas Cage to play.
Yeah. And this is a guy who was inspired to create a pinball machine after making his film. So we have we're going to talk a little bit about how he made his pinball machine, as well as see the film that inspired it. We have coming up here. We have, before we talk to him, let's see a little bit of the film. He cut together a short for us to see, a trailer for the film, as well as, so let's watch that, and then we'll come back around. We'll introduce him and then show some play of that game and talk a little bit about the game.
Cool. I'm really excited because I got to actually flip this game at Pinball Expo this year. Yeah, he was in the homebrew lineup with the rest of the gang that came out to Pinball Expo, and it was a really fun game. And then when I found out that it was inspired by his film, I was like, you need to be on our show. So we'll watch the trailer now.
And he's the only guy who was actually yes, of course. So let's watch this thing and get back around, and we'll talk to the other side.
All right, I'm gonna cut to it.
Okay, so here's the situation. I did watch you pee.
Sicko.
Yeah, but I repeat, okay? I repeat, it was not sexual whatsoever. It was for scientific purposes only. I watched in the name of science. I'm serious.
And you own $500.
I am poor.
I got like $12 room.
$14.
Yeah.
Our driver is not going to be happy.
Aren't you a little curious to why my shoe look like it has Oak and Jill ketchup on it?
It looks like you stepped on a ketchup packet and it busted everywhere. I mean, yeah, so somebody threw away some old ketchup packets.
Come on now. Who throws away ketchup packets?
A lot of people. Bought some good times for your gay friend.
Really?
Maybe we should take a couple bumps before we do this?
That's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all. All right, and you watch me, P.
So?
So I just hope it was in the name of science.
All right. Welcome, Joel. Welcome to the party. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you
All
for
right.
inviting me. I'm a
Welcome,
fan of this
Joel.
show, and you guys rock it.
Awesome. Yeah, your machine just sitting in there with you in your house. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Are you talking about me or the machine? Because I think we're both beautiful, but...
So, yeah, James, will you introduce Joel officially, or we'll have him introduce himself? How do you want?
Go ahead, Joel. Tell us a little bit about. We always like to talk a little bit about your journey to where you've come. How did you decide to make your film, and then why did the film inspire the pinball machine? And tell us a little bit about that journey and how you got there.
Oh my gosh, I could talk about this for so long, but I'll shorten it for you. I always wanted to make a film just, to have fun, or to like, oh, this is a fun movie, and it's just, language how normal people would talk, rather than like scripted Hollywood type scripts. So I tried it once. It didn't quite work out as I had planned. So the second time, I wanted to shoot it. I wanted good sound. So, but writing has always come, like, I love writing. Like I write scripts all the time that will never get produced. So yeah, so I have plenty of scripts. They're all just sitting on a shelf.
Do they have pinball machines in them?
They will.
The only movie that does is the movie that this is based off of, the pinball game. Oh, just to clarify, the movie is called Popcorn Landfill, and the pinball game is called Boys Night Out. People get kind of confused about that.
Tell us why it's a little bit different. Why didn't you just label it Popcorn Landfill for the machine and vice versa?
That's a great question. Initially,
I'm here for good questions.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we didn't tell people who are watching. If you have questions for Joel as we're watching, type them into our interface or whatever we're doing. What do you call it? Chat window.
Type them in the chat box.
At the chat box, and then we will anybody who participates in asking a question, we will be eligible to do our raffle at the end of the show. So we will give you some swag if you watch to the end.
Yeah.
So. Yay for swag. And now back to Mr. Joel. Tell us the next.
So initially it was an idea that I wanted to use themes from a few movies that I made, and then I just ended up using clips from Popcorn Landfill. So to put it all together, I was just like, well, it makes sense to call it something different if I'm using themes and ideas from a few different movies. So
sure.
I ended up just using clips from Popcorn Landfill. The name stuck with me. I got used to it. It grew on me.
The Boys Night Out.
Yes, it did.
Isn't that the theme of Popcorn Landfill? That's kind of what I got from the trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
The guys want to go hang out and party or get into some mischief or.
No, mischief finds them.
It looks like it's gonna be a fun adventure buddy film.
I like how you said buddy film.
It is.
I just left off the buddy cop film. Oh, Scott Denisi's in the chat. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Oh gosh,
You're
Scott's
the best. He said he's glad to see you on here, and wanted to know what made you decide to make a pinball machine versus something like a video game, because pinball's awesome, and you obviously inspired him, Scott. Because look at his game. When I first played it, I was like, I get the TNA vibes. right?
Well, Scott's looking for a shout out here. Actually, I met him, and
Looking
he's
for
a really
shout
nice
out.
guy. And I was like, you're the reason I made a pinball game. It's all you. And he was so nice. He handed me a special little tape. He's like, is it out of print? You're gonna. And I was
Oh,
like,
the
oh,
pink
cool.
one?
Thank you. It's the soundtrack to
Yeah.
TNA, I think. Yes. So he told me it was out of print. I hope he wasn't pulling my leg. But it was totally, he's the reason I made a game. I heard rumors of this guy who made it in his basement, this game. And I was like, what? You can do that? And it was shortly after, it was right as I was catching the pinball bug. So it was like, okay, you can do this yourself. And then I always had my curiosity. I've only been thinking about pinball or like playing it for like 4 years now. I'm really new to this.
Now you're an engineer by trade, aren't you?
No, I am not an engineer.
Oh, then you're a programmer. There's
No, James. No, it's none of the above.
Okay.
I don't mind being called an artist. Somebody
You're an artist.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm not. So tell us a little bit more about your artistic journey to this game. How did you think about the playfield? We have some slides too, don't we, Miyamoto?
Yep.
Talk a little bit about his process, and then we'll get back to filmmaking.
Sure.
Wait, but you didn't answer. Oh, was that your answer? Was you didn't make
I
a
don't
video
remember the
game because
question.
you learned
I
about
got
Scott
to-
Denisi, and then so you decided to make a pinball machine instead of a video game?
Well, I just thought it was a
He
great
was
game
quite
that
inspired.
it incorporated lights and it had a beautiful soundtrack to it, and it all was worked together and flowed together. And that was the first time I've ever seen that in a pinball game. I was like, wow, that's pretty badass.
And then you're
big
like, I want to do
compliment.
it too.
And
Well, it was just my inspiration. I was like, okay, yeah. But when I heard people could make games, I was like, that planted the seed, and then yeah. And I know nothing about this, you guys. I might
you didn't
look like-
you didn't
But
get a
you made
just didn't
one.
get a
How did
game-
you make it?
Right, you just didn't like strip off an old game and put your veneer on another game. You
Right. Why
You
didn't
started
you just
from
rethink
scratch.
something?
This is from scratch, yes. But
Yeah.
I put
That's
in
impressive.
some hops, some barley, and some water, and I mixed it all around. And all of a sudden, this thing came
He's a
out of it.
chemist.
So
Is
isn't that kind of crazy?
Chemistry or a
Maybe
barkeeper.
some wheat too. I don't know what I put in there,
Barley?
but it's possible, kids, to just put ingredients in and make something.
Now, don't you call that being a homebrew game?
Gosh,
Let's talk a little
You
bit about
went
what that
straight
means to you. Going straight to the
that's
dirties.
yeah, that's a cringe word right there for me. I don't
Why?
appreciate that. I went to my local homebrew store. It was called Bottoms Up, and they said, we will supply you with everything you need for your homebrew. I walked in there. I said, I need 14
Buffers,
rollover switches. I need silicone rubbers. And they looked at me like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about here? So it gets a little bit confusing. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wait. That joke totally flew over my head. You went to a,
I think
beer
he had
store.
pre-written that one. Yeah.
Wait, okay, so let me let the audience know. So, in the past, current, and probably future, we usually call custom pinball machines homebrew games. And it's a industry standard term, so to speak. But when I met Joel at Pinball Expo, I said, oh, that's a really nice homebrew. And he made that face he just made like 10 seconds ago where he was like, ah. And then I was like, what's going on? And you said that you didn't want to use the term homebrew anymore because it had lots of weight to that term. And you'd prefer them to just be called custom.
Oh, that's up for the people to decide. I don't really like the term homebrew. That's all. So.
But why
I'll
don't
go along with custom. Custom sounds good. Homemade sounds good. I like all
homemade. Okay, you like. Well, what would you want it to be called?
That's up to the people who make games. You told me there are people out there who are avid. Though that word.
How much? The question is, how much beer did you drink while making your game? If you
is that
if you
part
only
of
had
the ingredients
if you
to
only
making
had
a
yeah,
custom
yeah.
pinball
If you only
machine?
had lemonade, then it's not. It could Or if you brewed tea, it could be a homebrew.
I might have a
Lots of
beer
tea.
every now and then while I'm putting stuff together. All right.
Right.
Don't
Scott
look at my
says
soldering
homebrew
joints too
is
carefully.
endearing.
Who said that, Ed?
You
Homebrew
think
is
it's Ed
endearing?
Owens? No.
Is Ed in the chat?
No, that was Mr. Denisi said homebrew
Oh.
is endearing. Sound definitely better than homemade. But Michael
Ooh.
Madelone says it's not a beer, it's a pinball machine.
That's true.
So I think he's on your side, Joel. I don't think
Well,
there's sides.
I have
I don't-
one person.
I
that
just want to
would-
know what I need to call
It's
pinball
fine. You can
machines
call it-
that
you
are
can call it
created
whatever
by
you
people
want.
that are not.
I just try to start a movement. That's what this was all about.
You're not.
He
Convince us
starts
to
a
join
movement,
your
then he goes,
movement.
but I don't.
I started the
Start
snowball.
the movement.
We'll
It's a
see where
big
this ends
debate.
up.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Who takes the bait?
We can have a debate. Me and Scott can go on a stage together and we can debate it. And if that doesn't work out, we can.
Scott's
I
in.
can
It's
battle
But
it
not-
out
what's
to
your
the death.
what's your pitch? We're on the forum right now. What's your pitch? There's your podium. Not
well,
to put you on the
Scott-
spot, but just to put you.
Well,
on the
Scott
him
has
on the spot.
graduated from homemade or custom pinball, right? He sold his game. He's in the field of where he's a professional, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Scott doesn't really get a say. So that's my pitch.
Okay, so imagine it's not Scott saying anything. Then what is? What
For
would you
the
say
other
to
people out there
someone- Yeah.
making a pinball
Educate
game from
us.
scratch, educate us. What do you think?
What should we call this? I guess it's up for debate. I just didn't like the term homebrew pinball. That's all.
All right.
It's as simple as that. It's like a cringe word. It's like there was this thing that happened in the '90s where if you were a fan of a band and you like did a little Xerox sketch and like you handed it to your local record stores, it was called a fanzine. Are you familiar with this term?
Oh, okay.
It had to be poorly mimeographed though, or poorly
Yeah,
Xerox.
very poor material. It
Yeah.
just kind of
It could-
sounds.
yeah.
To me, if it's endearing to one, that's great. It just sounds kind of cheap. It sounds, I don't know. I put a lot of work into this. This isn't cheap. This is a high class machine right here.
Yeah.
So
It's got
homebrew
light.
has a connotation of it being kind of cheap.
Well, not. It's just I don't know. Do you guys watch Popcorn Landfill?
No, but we're going to together.
We're going to.
Well, you just
I've
throw
watched
in some, preserves and some old fruit, and bam, you got a pinball machine. It's really not that. It's really not that easy. I don't really. Yeah.
Well, let's actually back up a
I
little
like
bit and
custom pinball. By
Yeah,
the
I like-
way.
Let's call it custom. I'm okay with that.
I think custom's good.
High
actually.
class
You
custom.
make-
Oh, I like that too. That's from
You make a
Angela.
you custom a car, you custom. I like custom. I think custom's a really great word.
I don't want to write
something.
on
I
a
want
coat-
something that's custom. I would, but I've had lots of beer, so that's true.
Why should pinball ride on the coattails of beer?
Beer making.
Yeah, we should just do our own thing. That's all.
I like
Can
it.
we come up with a completely new term then?
That's cool too. I'm down
It's
with
time to
that.
Google.
Let's,
Home pin. Oh wait, we can't use that
Home
because
pin.
that's an actual company.
So,
Home balls. Well, anyway,
custom.
while we think of that, we have a cool gameplay trailer of Boys Night Out. Your beautiful
Mhm.
pinball machine sitting there. It was a cool commercial you put together. I'm gonna play that.
Actually, I didn't put that together. That was my good friend Nate King. He edited
Very
it and
cool.
shot it. So yeah, I'm not that good of a cinematographer,
Great
as
work,
you'll find
Nate
out. So.
King.
yeah,
Did-
yeah, nice.
Well, let's watch it because it is pretty great. The lighting is very beautiful. It was a really fun game. It was fast. He was playing some of the modes to me, and I'd like for you to go over the modes because there's some fun stuff. Oh, and you have the pinball sucks button. That's awesome. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about your process with your game and what is, how you play it? How'd you put it together?
Well, don't we have some pictures that would help him jar his memory?
Well, it was a process. I didn't know if I could ever make it work. I noticed I didn't really speak the language of the people on these forums of Mission Pinball, and there was another one.
Daunting. Yeah.
It is. So when I looked at it, it was more than intimidating. So I didn't know if I could actually make it work. I didn't really want to talk about it. So I just kind of wanted to go in and see if I could even get a flipper moving. If I could. So this is funny. It took me I think it was like a week just to get the program to work on my computer. So
were you already pretty technical? Did you know how to solder? Did you know how to put two and two together? Do a little bit about programming?
I mean, that's a lot right there. So that's kind of, you have to wear a lot of hats when you put together something like this. And I wasn't familiar with soldering. I don't know how to solder at all. I still don't. So when you're like looking at the game, you're like, Joel, how do you not know how to solder? And I'm like,
very fragile.
Don't look under there.
Yeah.
I did do a little bit on the wire form on the ramp over there, and then some of the connections I soldered, but I kept moving around stuff. So I just got a piece of plywood. Once I got boards to talk to each other, I was like, okay, and they're communicating with my computer. I'm like, okay. So that's where I started off at. I was like, how do I make this flipper move? And it's really complicated if you don't know anything about any of this stuff. So that's like the first task right there. It's just trying to get a flipper to move. And once you do that, like, okay, I'm going to put in some slings. You know where the in lanes and out lanes are at, and you kind of have an idea of like what I wanted. I never put anything down. I know a lot of people will use virtual pinball.
I opened up that program and it was like,
I can't do that. I don't understand. The gravity isn't the same for me. So I don't know how you can gauge like, oh, that works. I'm a tangible person. I want it right there in front of me. So I just wanted to flip it, and I was moving stuff around, nails through the plywood, and I had even the wrong size thickness of the plywood. It was a little bit thinner. It's supposed to be a 1/2 inch, so I had to put like washers underneath there. It's really janky. You have a picture if you want to.
Yeah,
I think it's hilarious.
I'm showing I mean, I can't tell the jankiness, to be honest.
You can.
Like,
the holes are ridiculous. I don't like. I didn't have a CNC cut. I was just like experimenting with it. So I was like, this is what I have. I think it's hilarious.
I think it's very elegant though. I like the design of it. I like your. I think I think it's gorgeous.
So I would move stuff around, like if I didn't like a horseshoe or like a little inlane or like a diverter or something, I would move stuff around. So I was just playing with stuff. And I had an idea of where I wanted stuff that I couldn't afford at the time. So yeah, I was just playing around and then experimenting with shots. And then once I kind of got it where I wanted, I took a picture of it. Like, sounds so, homebrew. I just took a picture of it and I matched it up with the exact size in an Illustrator file. And I was like, well, this is where I want stuff to be. And then from there, I took it into like a program that you could do a CNC with. And I know nothing about that. So I had to find somebody with a CNC. I don't know. Doing paths, you have to like tell the tool where to go, how deep to go and everything. I just like said, here, I extruded this in Fusion 360 for you. And I had a lot of help with that. And that was from Rob Simon. So I actually found him on Craigslist, not anything weird. But I found him on Craigslist. He was selling a CNC machine. And I was like, hey, I'm going to proposition you. And he was like semi-retired. He had some free time and he was interested. He said, I used to own a Brida Pinbot. So I just listed where I could. And it was really awesome that I met him because without a CNC, there's no way I could get this thing the way I wanted it.
Yeah, he did a great job. And yeah, like Benzik said in the chat, it takes a village, to make a game. So that's awesome that you found help where you needed it. How long did it take you? You're like so sad about it. Why are you so sad?
I'm not sad. I said I needed it bad. I needed
it bad. All right.
And I was really scared to ask people like, oh, I need help with this because I really, it's really hard for me to talk the tech language or any of that
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah, when you don't have the vocabulary, it's the same thing for filmmaking. As I bring this background to film, it's hard when you make your first film because there is a whole language that that filmmakers speak, and especially on set, once you start, it's a shorthand, and it's the same thing obviously for pinball. When I first were meeting pinball people, they were using shorthands that I would always have to ask, what does that mean, and so it's pretty daunting. So to see that you actually created both a machine and a film by yourself, pretty much, that's pretty amazing. You're a pretty amazing man when you think about it. So
thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Awesome, big ass projects. so and it's nice that you've taken your themes and moved them around too. I do the same thing. I work with themes and interplay stuff. So I like that you've brought those into your game and that you're sharing them. Would you do another game with other themes, or is the machine done, or is it a project that will always? Is it like a George Lucas film? It'll never be completed. I'll keep tweaking it until I get my favorite Star Wars.
Well, James, great art pieces are never quite finished. No, it's
that's where I'm going with it.
80% mechanism-wise is complete. I want to do 2 more prototypes with art. And,
cool.
So you get I'm doing that for the people without imaginations of what could possibly be on the playfield.
What could? Is it going to be?
What could be on the playfield?
Well, if when we watch the movie in a few minutes here, will we be able to?
Yeah, you can
conceptualize what would be on the. I could do that. I'm definitely not volunteering to do the art.
You just said,
is that where it's going to
come from? I'll let you do it. It's okay.
What's your budget?
No, but if you have any ideas, I'm open to ideas as far as
Well,
you should put that on the playfield.
That's a good question for our group.
One of our questions in the chat was, do you think you'll make a pinball machine based off your first movie, Dear Lowlife?
Never. 0% chance.
Dear Lowlife. Let's hear about Dear Lowlife and where can we see it?
You're never gonna see it.
How do people know about it? How'd you get that in the chat? Who was that?
I don't know who that is. I don't have the chat.
Your mom watching or something?
Probably.
He doesn't want to talk about that movie, so I guess there won't be a pinball.
No, I can talk about it. It's I don't want to make a pinball game out of it, that's for sure.
Well, did some of your films? Did some of your themes come over from that movie into this movie?
Yes.
So.
Yep.
I don't know how much we can talk about here, but
well, we're going to talk. Well, we're going to watch it, and then we're going to come back and talk some more. So maybe if people are watching the film, when they come back, we're going to chat with you a little bit more about the themes of the film, and maybe we can integrate that into your pinball playfield. So some ideas.
And you also asked about software coding in this. It's about 40% complete. There's 9 modes that currently run on it, not counting like a skill shot or anything like that, but like, and each tell like a little story of the film. Like, okay, you can help this guy go pee, or you can have some good times, or you can call some ladies of the lights and see what happens. So yeah, each one has a little story if you complete all the shots. They range from like, it's some of them are timed to any of them like 6 to 8 or 9 shots, but I've never really seen anybody finish a mode.
So if I were to, once I watch the film, you think I'd be better at the pinball machine for sure?
It would probably
you know how to complete the mode.
Because I know the mode. I would know the story of the pinball machine then if I saw the film.
Yes, you would grasp it a little bit better. But I think even just a pinball game, it stands alone from the movie. So.
Oh, definitely. So let's are we about ready to queue up our film and
I wanted to ask a few more questions.
All right. Okay,
one of them was from Scott asking, do you own any other pinball machines? And where do you play on location?
So I play on location at Fat Bernie's Pinball. No, I'm just joking. I play at Lynn's Arcade in Seaside, California. If you're ever there, they have 30 plus games, good taste, and a lot of games. So I play there a lot. And I also play Batman 66 at my house. It's for sale soon. That's the only other game I currently own. I would rather just make more games. I don't know why.
Right, that's what you were saying. You're like, I'm gonna sell my Batman 66 and make a bunch of more custom pinball machines.
That's what I want
Right?
to
That's
do.
your goal? Nice.
Yeah, I think so. And with original content too. So, but one step at a time. I have to finish this guy first.
Sure.
So
How
what's
long
your-
have you been working on this? Sorry, James. How long have you been
I'm
working on
really,
Oh, so good.
yeah, I'm really new to this. I've only been doing software on it less than a year. So
Oh, wow,
I think
cool.
since September, I guess, or no, December of last year or January, I finally figured out. So there's not too many people who like, oh, I'm incorporating video in Mission Pinball. It's based off of a PowerPoint presentation. So it's very weird. It works on slides kind of. And when I ask for help, like, hey, I'm doing video, there's not too many people there that, sorry, we'd help you, but we got this picture that moves across the screen like this. But no, I don't, there's not a lot of people who are using video. I think some people are, but they didn't help me.
Yeah, doesn't
So-
Ryan McQuaid has little videos in his?
Yeah, I don't know
Summit
how
Swim
I don't know
Ball.
how he does that. It looks like he uses alpha channels too. So I don't really know how that works with MPF.
Huh.
If he's
Fascinating.
using MPF, I don't know if he has.
I think
If-
you have
if
a
it
buyer
is-
in the chat for your Batman 66. How do people get in touch with you if they want to buy your
I'm selling. They're not local. I'm not shipping this thing.
You can make them come pick it up
Yeah,
wherever
Okay.
they're from.
it's a coveted
Was it-
game.
I
It's a
live
coveted
in
game.
the central coast of California. Come get it.
So if,
Players.
so if somebody was interested in a boys game, would you ever reproduce the boys? Or are you going to go
Good
on to
question.
the next bigger, better game that you're going to then commoditize and sell?
Well, like I said earlier, I would like to make a couple more prototypes because I made a few mistakes that I would like. And I'm working on a new playfield too. I have a version. This is kind of like 1.2 or whatever.
Cool.
So that first, so I have another version that's ready about to get CNC'd. So I needed to clean up some where the switches are. They're in the wrong spots. Yeah, and some of the side targets, I didn't like their position. So it's little things, but it will add up to a better game, I think.
Nice. And then last question
art.
before we go on. Yeah, art will be amazing. When will we see this next in the wild? When and where? Can we
I
come
take
to-
it.
for this?
It just took it from Lynn's Arcade to my house, so I could just have
Oh,
this my
awesome.
little buddy here right next to me. So it's been in the wild for the last 3 weeks. And they put it on. They put it on their league night. I was so excited. I didn't even ask. And
Oh,
they put it on league night, but I guess a couple people complained they didn't want it. Oh, there's no art. Yeah. But I was really cool to actually have it on there. I was like,
That sounds
wow.
great.
Yeah, I was like, people can compete on my game. I guess if you lost, you're just a little bit sour. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta.
will you
Gotta
be
take it
bringing
out on
it
the
in
boys.
to any shows next year?
I'll
Like you did
do.
for Expo?
After I get art on this guy, I'll take it to Texas Pinball Festival.
Are you gonna make it?
I'll try.
Nice. That'll be awesome. Do it. Come to Texas.
Well, I
You
don't
got
know.
4 months.
4 months? Yeah, I can do that in 4 months.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And then someone asked if I wanted to sell it, so I don't. It's a lot of work just to make one of these. I don't know if it's really profitable for me. If I made it and
50,000.
sold, it would be ridiculous. Yeah, I don't really know how to.
So many hours into it. Yeah. What is your time versus the hours amount that you put into it?
It's crazy.
Crazy amount.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really. If I did do that, like, oh man, that's such an investment. Like, I'm not spooky pinball, So
Yet.
I can't do it all.
Yet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, oh geez,
No pressure.
it's
Awesome.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, so get your art package together. Come to Texas. There's going to be a lot of other custom games there too, so you can join that great lineup. I love when all y'all have your games together. It's beautiful. It's going to be a good show. So
So you
I
have
look
a
forward to
custom,
seeing your art package there.
You need to have
thank you.
a custom game like tournament just dedicated to the custom games there.
That
all
sounds
the other
great.
custom-
I'm
That
down.
sounds
with
like
other
a
custom-
great idea.
Have all the all the guys at the custom games like compete against each other, come up with something. Yeah, different games.
Get your art package together. Hey, Benzik, he said he can do an art package in 4 months. He edited this movie in like 4 weeks, so I have full confidence that.
Wait, who doesn't have confidence that I can do an art package in 4 months?
No, it's not they don't have confidence. It's that the way I said it was just like, oh yeah, you got this, and that's a very daunting thing to do.
I'm sure, yeah. Maybe it won't be complete, or it'll just be partial art or something.
You
But I'll
edited
have something.
this feature in a month, I think is what you told me. It would easily take me a year or two to get an entire feature film edited.
It's just how my brain works, Emoto. I'm just like, if I get focused on something, I'm just going to do this until I die. So I don't know. But
I wish I had that in my soul. I need that right now for some of the projects I'm working on.
No, it's a curse.
It's a beautiful curse. Like, I go to sleep, and I want to stay up all night and work on my projects, but I don't. I just go to sleep at 9 p.m. and
you go to sleep?
I'm like, why?
What's
Why
that
am I
like?
sleeping right now? Yeah, see? I am envious of the insomniac that can stay up
Terrible.
and work on their projects. I just fall asleep everywhere. It's a curse, too. See, the grass is always greener, Joel.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Good way to look at it. Well, let's watch Joel's movie, and then on the other side, we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about the themes of the film. We'll talk a little bit more about Boys Night Out and see what those themes are in the game. And then we'll answer some more questions and give away some swag. So we got plenty to do.
I just wanted to cut in and say this is a shortened version of the feature film.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have to preface it. Right.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see and the length of it and why it's been shortened and how we can see a longer version, of course.
Oh, you want to know?
We all want to see the longer version. We want to see the director's cut.
To up the ante.
Okay, yeah. There's
and
a lot
yes,
of
there
risky
is music
scenes.
and audio on your game. Boys Night Out has music and audio, right?
Correct. The music isn't mine. The clips and all the audio are all mine. And
Cool.
From the movie.
Okay, Popcorn Landfill.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. Preface Popcorn Landfill, what we're going to see, and a little bit about how I thought it was kind of interesting how you decided to make this film too, and how a lot of us have films in our minds. We have a certain way to make our films, and a lot of people, do short films or documentary because film is daunting. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to know. Feature narrative is brutal. It is what we all aspire to, but one of the hardest forms if you don't have a huge production company behind you. You obviously love to write. When I've watched what I've watched thus far on the film, the dialogue is very much you. There's a lot of wonderful dialogue there. Again, tell us a little bit about your process of how you got to this point. Because just like a pinball machine, making something like this is just a lot of work. Plus, you also have a wonderful cast, by the way.
Oh, I thought they would appreciate it. That's Avion Ashford and Eric Chandler, the stars of it. Yeah, they were great to work with.
How did you find these guys?
I found Eric actually, Eric Chandler on a Craigslist ad. He had this he's like, I'm a filmmaker, and this was in St. Louis, and the film community there is very small. He's like, I want to make films, and he had a link to a movie that I just fell in love with. It was called How You Are, and it's on YouTube actually. So everyone can watch it if they like. Like he said, he made this movie with pocket change, and I was like, the way you write, the way you tell a story, the way you direct and act, and everything is right up my alley. So I just wanted to be his friend instantly. I may have jumped the gun too much. I may have scared him away.
But you didn't.
You made a movie with him. What are you talking about?
No, I guess he was
like you must have bonded somehow.
Yeah, but I highly recommend if you like watching extremely low budget indie film. How You Are. It was a great film. So I just fell in love with it, and I said, hey, this reminds me of this movie and I hate it being compared to other movies, but
No,
like
Pinball.
if you haven't seen Buffalo '66, you got to watch it. It reminds me.
That's an amazing movie with Christy Ricci and Ricci, and wonderful film.
Yes, and Vincent Gallo. So
Yeah, he's good.
well, I do have a story with him if you guys want to get into it.
Yes, get into it right now. Tell us the
Well,
story.
I'm like, I don't know for sure. I'm 90% sure I saw him at a Walgreens in Silver Lake.
Was he all like looked like a vampire, like he was in Buffalo '66, with long hair and just kind of?
He did look like that, but and then maybe it's very hard to describe. He was crazy. He was out of his mind, and I was like, well, here's the deal. He was in line, and my friend was in front of him. I'm in the front of the store getting lottery tickets because I'm, independently wealthy, and I just wanted to play my chances.
You just want to make a bigger movie. What are you talking about? We all do the lottery to get the bigger movie made.
On a $300,000 budget this time.
Yeah.
Well, he was in line, and my friend, I guess, was looking at him. He's kind of an unusual looking guy, and I was like, could that be? And then he kind of yells at my friend. He's like, what? I don't know what we can say on the show, but he's like, what the hell are you looking at? And he's like, oh, he just kind of froze and like, whatever. So I kind of saw nothing would escalate. So I just kind of went outside. I was like, well, is that him? So I was kind of curious. And then he's walking out and I look at him, and whoever this was, I'm like 90% sure it was Vincent Gallo. He's like, what the hell are you looking at? And he's like, looking at me. I was like, I didn't say a word to him. And he's like, oh. And he's not a short guy. I think he's like 6 foot, but I'm a little bit taller than him. But not that matters. But I was like, well, if you're crazy like that to talk to somebody you don't know, I was like, what can you do? And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I'm a fan of yours. And he was there with his lady friend, and she didn't call him Vincent. That's my only hesitation. She called him something else. I don't remember. Cool. But then he accused me. He's like, what, you got a knife in your pocket? And it was straight out of that movie where dad points a knife at him or something on accident. He's like, you got a knife in your pocket, you stupid hipster? And he started going. And then I was like, oh my God, is this really happening? And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to throw down Vincent Gallo. It's going to be the greatest day of my life. So I start to take off my jacket, and he says, and his girlfriend's like screaming, we don't want to go to jail tonight, or I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy. And then like I start to take off my jacket, and he's like, all right, I'm sorry, I was out of line, buddy. And he puts out his hand, and I'm like, is this like a trick? Am I gonna get sucker punched while I put out my hand? So I shake his hand, and that's the end of it. He's like, I'm sorry, buddy. And he walks off. Isn't that the craziest story?
But you don't know if it was actually him.
Real?
This is a real story. I'm 90%
some
sure.
Dude. This is some dude you're ready to take off your jacket and hate him. You're like,
I swear.
I'm 3 inches taller than you. I know I can take you. That's what you were doing.
That's what I don't think I could have taken him because the element of craziness in his eye. So if it was Vincent Gallo and he is that crazy, that's great. I love it.
I'm a bigger fan.
I am. I'm a fan.
Well, if he's watching tonight, please, let us know if it was you or not.
And everyone in the chat is like, who is Vincent Gallo?
Filmmaker, Buffalo '66, and a hardcore Republican at that.
Okay.
Whatever.
You're telling us about Popcorn Landfill.
Let's go back to Popcorn Landfill. On track. There's more to this story. No,
there is?
No, it's
over.
You
guys went home together.
Over.
They went home together, yeah.
Whoa.
To make another movie.
But I was in shock. Yeah, it was crazy.
So now, this is a shorter version of your original 90-minute long feature.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like an hour and 15 minutes, so it would be like 75, I guess, or 70. But yeah.
And
so it's a shorter version. The reason I made it shorter and more cohesive is for the family atmosphere that the Big Picture Pinball show.
We're all about family. Yeah, we were all about family atmosphere.
And for the people with ADD, I just kind of like cut some of the fat out of the film. So
just get to the point.
So
a little bit quicker.
What I'm trying to get the goal out of Joel.
I'm very
the goal of the film.
Okay, so you want me to give you the synopsis or the story of the film or the goal?
No, the goal was that if we can get enough people to like it, You're
Talk
gonna
about
give
over-
us the raunchy cut. We want the
Okay,
raunchy
yeah, I'll
cut.
do it for free.
With the director's the raunch cut, yeah.
He said 1,000 likes.
1,000 likes. You have to like the Big Picture Pinball Show. I don't know how that works. Do you have a Facebook
No,
page?
we just
or
have to
something?
have 1,000 views on this episode.
Okay, views. That works.
Right. And then
Well, maybe views don't count because they won't watch the whole thing.
Well, they started viewing. We'll take those.
Well, then we got to up the number then to 1 million.
1 million? All right. He
No,
doesn't want
I'll
to do it,
do it.
I can tell. He's like,
No, I'll do
he's not
it.
gonna
I'll do it.
cut
I swear. Okay.
I
if
don't
it
want to
gets
cut it.
If it gets 1,000 views, I'll put it on YouTube and everyone can watch it.
But the director's cut, the raunchy cut.
I'll show them.
The untamed.
he explained some of the scenes to us, like before we hit record, and now we're very intrigued to see that stuff.
It's not really that big of a
It's
deal.
It's on the cutting room floor. It's
But
still
we
on a
did
hard
get
drive.
to a film festival that blocked us with a child sex trafficking movie. It was really well put together, but we were after that movie, and I was like, "How did this happen?" He's like, "I just wanted to save your movie for last because of the content." And I was like, "Okay."
Yes, before the sex
Maybe
trafficking.
not the best.
Yeah, I was like,
Great.
It was child sex trafficking too.
Yeah,
It was-
and I've been in
It's
film
really hard to
festivals and I have
watch.
my stuff in film festivals. Why am I be after this? All this stuff. I want to be first. I don't want to be after all this crap.
It was
So-
good. It was just kind of harsh to take in. So.
I can only imagine.
Very
Um, Well, I'm excited. I want to watch this film. So let's.
Do we lose everybody? Are people still
no,
watching?
we've gained viewers.
What?
We have
What?
Miranda.
We have 1,000 viewers already.
Oh.
Miranda
He's gonna have to
Fritchie's
cut
in
the original.
chat. And you got a few compliments of people. Barry White said he got to play Boys Night Out at Lynn's Arcade, and it's amazing.
Oh,
And then
Barry! How are you doing,
Pinball
Barry?
Pete said that he got to play your game at Chicago Expo, and it's fantastic. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you, Chicago Pete.
And now everyone is ready to watch the movie.
Okay, we're all ready to. We can talk more too. I'm okay with whatever you guys want to do.
we're gonna
We'll
watch,
watch-
and
we're
then
gonna
we'll
talk
give you
in the
some.
chat.
We're gonna talk afterward, or we can talk in the chat. So please
Both.
put your questions in the chat, and then at the same time, one of those people in the chat will be winning some swag at the end. So stick it out all the way through the movie and into the end. We'll talk some more with Joel.
Oh, Benzick's got his popcorn. I know. I need
yeah.
some popcorn, and
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna go
called
get some
Popcorn Landfill.
Yeah. He's.
I have a Taco Bell quesadilla.
It sounded like more like
And
a
ready.
tortilla chip than a piece of popcorn. So,
All right, I'm
No.
gonna head over to our content screen, and we're gonna watch the film. All right, everyone, drop your
Excited.
questions in the chat. I'm reading them and cataloging them, and then we'll come back with an awesome Q&A session afterwards.
love it.
The night's not over.
The house is going to have it. It's late. The night is done for.
I just so happen to know of a place that doesn't have bar time. It's close by too.
What does that equal, like 15 minutes?
Hey, come on, now don't start complaining. Besides, all else fails, at least we still have each other, right?
Are you not hypnotized with beer?
Party time! Good times ahead!
Is it surprising that your interest comes and wanes? Do you think you should be here? You could say that where we roam, things that are right just always seem to go wrong.
closed up.
What? It's still early-ish.
Can't do it. Last call's already been called.
No worries. We'll find the after party, all right?
Did you say something about an after party?
Yes. We're looking for the after party.
We have an 18-pack in the car.
That's an odd number.
Actually, that's an even number.
I just meant it's an odd number for a pack of beer.
Hey, ladies. Want some good times in a car, huh? Am I right?
I mean, I've been known to throw a few down while driving.
So you guys want to head to the car?
Ladies. It's time to get something to eat.
We were just supposed to go for the post-drink with our new friends.
I don't mean the post-drink cock block, but it's time to eat.
Man,
Okay, man.
you guys are no fun anymore. Sorry. The man wants a burger.
We almost had him, fellas, huh?
I thought you knew them.
Who?
The girls.
Those girls? No, man, I'm just here going with the flow.
What the hell just happened?
Well, I'll tell you what just happened. The great white just swam in and staked his claim. That's what happened.
Too bad silverbacks aren't as popular.
Why is that?
I consider that I'm more of a great ape than a fish.
All right, that's it. The night's over.
Okay. What? Get over here, man. Guys, listen, we don't need those ladies to have a good time, right? Hello.
What do you have to go with it?
I'll see what he's got. Okay? It's on me, fellas. Hey, what's up? Want to see what you got here for my little pal, huh?
Coconut.
Hey, you got any more of that? You got any more of that good stuff? This thing's kind of sweet. Coconut.
So, where should we go now?
We can go to my place. Yeah, I got my own space next to my aunt's house.
So, should we just follow you?
I didn't drive here. I got a whole bunch of guitars.
So you want to ride?
Yeah. And party?
Don't forget rock and roll.
Coconut! You know, I'm not much of a musician, but I can't wait for this band jam.
Jam? Maybe we could make a jam and sell it to markets while we play our jam.
Do you even know anything about jam?
I don't. But there can't be much to it. Some preserves, throw in some old fruit, and bam! You got jam.
I feel like we've been driving for like 10 minutes. I thought you said you could walk to your place from the bar.
Well, I could, man. Might just be a long walk. We're almost there.
How much longer?
Between 2 to 10 minutes. Just kidding, man. It's right down the street. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, so should we call him up? Huh? I mean, maybe they come in, pairs or triples, huh?
Yeah, I always wanted to call one of these places.
Then do it.
I'm not using my phone.
Grab his phone. Come on.
Are we really doing this? Or at least put it on speakerphone.
Hello, yeah. Me and a couple buddies are interested in a late night date with some ladies. Just 2 friends, so 3 total. And 2 girls would be great. And 500.
Who's he calling?
Hey, the girls are cute, right?
Is that my phone?
All right, okay.
Did you just order a hooker from my phone?
Actually, 2.
What the hell?
It's your idea, man.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, you're the one who handed me the phone, huh?
You took it from me.
You didn't put up a fight, bro.
This is great. You know, I got my number in some hooker booker's Rolodex, dude.
And you own 500.
I am poor.
I got like $12 on me.
Yeah, I'm busted too.
I mean, I could be, if we split it 3 ways, I could probably be down.
So I'll call and cancel.
I got it. We won't call. Huh?
Wow.
We'll kill him.
You are way. Oh, you're like, this is like the extreme. We're not gonna kill anybody. We're gonna call and cancel. That's what we're gonna do.
Just kidding, guys. We can't kill him.
Maybe they won't come.
Yeah.
Straight to a voicemail. That's not even set up.
Are you about ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, I can't get a hold of these ladies. It's been like 40 minutes. I don't think they're gonna come. Let's just head out.
What? You telling me you're gonna leave me here alone to slice them all by myself?
It was nice meeting you. Okay?
Oh. Okay. Wait, well, let me walk you guys out. At least I can do my new pals, huh?
I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, just in case they show up, huh?
No shit. I guess they did come.
They are cute, like really cute.
Hey guys. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, ladies. There's been a little.
Hey, ladies, let's just go inside, okay?
Sure.
What the hell is he doing?
They are super cute. Maybe we could.
That's rent money. How are you supposed to pay me back? This guy's gonna pay me back in tacos.
I can get a job any day now. And as soon as I pay off some things.
Yeah, I'll be living in my car by then. No, this is ridiculous, man. You're coming with some excuse. Like clinic shit. Yeah, this hooker handed me a $300 bill and I'm stuck with herpes for the rest of my life. And you want me to give you $175?
I don't think you're running into girls like this that often. Look at them.
I get that, yeah, but I wouldn't do it anyways. You know, I'm not that desperate yet.
That's not desperation. That's too cute. Super cute looking girls. It's honest.
I'll let him down easy.
So we're gonna need the money before we get started here.
Keegan?
Yeah, here's the deal. These two don't have their share, okay? And I think $500 is a little too steep for just me, so.
Oh, come on, guys. You can't do this to us. We're working here.
And we could have gotten other calls.
If you're not going to pay us, you have to at least give us gas money.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem.
God.
All right, we'll need 50.
What? No, guys, we're not paying him that much. No.
We have to pay our agent and our driver.
Hey!
Fuck this shit.
You
No.
just stole from us.
That was for them.
$14.
Yeah.
Our driver is not going to be happy.
Driver.
Guys, this is a scam, all right?
You're trying to scam us.
Look, this isn't a big deal. Look, we'll go to the ATM. We're gonna get the rest of the cash, and we'll come back.
No, we
We're
are
gonna get the
not
money for it.
paying them, all right? Ladies, we tried calling your hooker booker, but she didn't fucking pick up.
That's not our fault.
It's not a big deal.
We'll be right back.
Will you guys be right back?
Yeah, for sure. Just chill.
You better hurry up.
Don't leave us waiting here for long.
We're gonna wait with our driver.
Yeah, fine. I have a bathroom if you guys need to use it.
Did you see that guy?
I didn't. I didn't make eye contact.
Jacked. All cracked out looking.
We don't know. I don't know. I kept looking straight.
Take a little time for waves. Take a little time for feels. Take a little time for dreams. And pretend they're real. And when you wake up, you'll no longer be a pirate inside. And no one will see your dreams.
I can't change that.
It's just a 20.
You have to have exact change or come back when I get more money.
You can't change a $20 bill? Wow. Fine. Couldn't get change.
That sucks. Maybe the girls will have change.
Yeah, right. They're already pissed off. They're gonna end up taking extra money as an inconvenience fee.
Maybe you can get a peek or a sniff for the extra money. Or they can call you Big Daddy, or you can call them Little Sis.
It's like creepy old man talk.
It'll give you a sneak peek of what your future will look like.
Well, I wouldn't. No, I don't want to spend any more money tonight. But I do like the idea of saying, come on over here and sit on my lap, little sis.
Come to think of it, we're going to charge you more than the extra change for that.
I'm getting kind of hungry. Let's just find a spot to eat and get some change. What is this? Hello? Yeah, that's not my bag, lady. No, they picked up my phone while I was sleeping. We're trying to get the gas money right now, but there's not many things open. Hello? Hello? Well, that was a hooker booker. She called us both losers and hung up on me, so...
Oh. This place looks open.
No, the place is closed. I think we're out of the business district.
I don't know where anything is.
I don't know where anything is either. Do you at least remember where Ricky lives? No? Oh, speaking of the devil, here's our new pal Ricky right now. Hello? No, we didn't skip out on you, man. We got to get the money. Just, hey, chill out. Text me your address. Text me your address right now. Yeah, now.
Here we go.
Oh, finally, we found something.
The fuck, Keegan?
All right, let's see what they got here.
Are you going to give me something?
All right. Pulling in the Big Daddy and Little Sis fund. All right, fine. I'll get your poor pathetic ass something.
Dick.
That's what I'm gonna put in your poor pathetic ass.
You should order the Big Daddy Little Sis pervert special.
You're the one that ordered the hookers.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to White Point, like a home and a half-pound hamburger. What would you like tonight?
All right, I'm gonna get 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries.
Pervert! Take me home! Don't touch me there!
I guess someone doesn't want to eat. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't see one, but do you have a children's menu?
No, sir, we don't.
Take a little time for waves, take a little time for feels, take a little time for dreams, and pretend they're real. And when you wake up, you'll no longer be a pirate inside the sea.
What the hell took you guys so long?
We got a little lost.
Places being closed.
Yeah, some places wouldn't or supposedly couldn't make change.
He had to find just the right sandwich.
Yeah?
Hey, come on, just take it easy. She's not that type of burger.
Yeah. Hey, so you guys got the rest of the money? Fork it over, big boy. Here we are.
Where the girls at? We didn't see the car when we pulled up.
Yeah, situation's changed a little bit, all right?
That was a little weird.
It was strange. You want to stay here or you want to go?
I think we should wait here.
Where this dude's mouse been?
Give me some of that.
I'll give you some if you behave.
I'll behave.
Are you sure? Because I don't want to give you some if you're just going to make a ruckus.
Come on, you know me.
All right. Don't make me regret this decision, though. Okay?
Best decision you made all night.
Are you guys bickering over a damn burger?
You scared the shit out of me, man.
That's some crazy sneaking up skills you got there.
Thank you. It's one of my many talents, bro.
Yeah, snuck up like a couple of prostitutes were calling your cell phone when you were sleeping.
Hey, everything's cool, guys. Yeah, we're all good.
Cool. Will you cut the shit? Can't even enjoy it. What'd the girls say?
Not much.
They're probably tired.
Tired of getting it on, right?
Yeah. Good times with prostitutes, huh?
They probably just need a little rest, you know?
Speaking of which, I'm getting tired too, so we're gonna probably cut out of here. Have a good night. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys got my number, right?
Yep.
Fuck, we should do this again.
We'll do something.
Yeah?
Probably not this.
All
Maybe
right.
not this, but we'll do something.
Okay. Now, hey, listen, all right? Don't be strangers. Okay?
All right. Well, you have a good one, all right, man?
All right. All right.
Get out of here, ASAP.
Make sure to bring me a fucking burger next time, all right?
See ya, man. Good luck with everything. Oh, yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's long.
I gotta pee.
This is just a waste of time.
think someone was watching you pee.
Huh? Well, I hope they enjoyed the show.
You'd think being real with people would be easy, and sometimes it is, but why are we still hiding feelings from those closest to us? And it's sad but true that you wish you could go back.
I feel a little violated.
You should. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think anybody could see anything anyway. Not that it's small, or that I would know if it's small or not. I mean, it's dark out, okay? Nobody can see in the dark. You know, I don't want to be a conspiracy theory news spreader or anything, but like, didn't you find something a little odd about Ricky?
What? Is it strange we never saw the girls?
Yeah, and he had a different outfit on when we came back. Yeah, he had the knife in his belt and there was money hanging out of his pocket after he had supposedly already paid the girls.
So, big deal. He may or may not have killed 2 cute hookers and their driver, stole the truck and chopped the car for spare parts for his aunt's food truck. Big deal.
I want my money back. I paid a suspect. Dear God, I'm an accomplice to
No! We didn't help dispose of the bodies.
In the dumpster?
I'm too tired for this shit.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, my mind's thinking way too much to try to sleep, so.
All right, let's go get some coffee. I just need to relax.
Yeah. Maybe they got something to help you relax.
It's a little weird to ask strangers for drugs, right? Besides, I've had enough of strangers tonight.
You two like to go snowboarding?
What?
You look like you might want to go in on some tickets.
Did you get any extra cash out?
Well, you say it comes down quick, and I'm good before I sleep. Well, you're more cunning than most, and you are trained, and I might be in too deep. You can run.
Can I bum a cigarette off you guys?
I highly recommend this. Highly.
Right on. Thanks.
I gotta figure out what the recipe is.
There's ice cream in a fucking waffle.
No, we got hot fudge on here too, dipshit.
Thanks again.
Look what you did. You scared them off.
I didn't know such thing.
That could have been my new best friend.
No way. It never worked out. Too young. Don't have anything in common.
What the hell did they put in that ice cream?
It's so good. So good.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Maybe these ladies will be my new best friend.
Oh, the balls.
Now that acknowledges being associated with you.
Hey, ladies. Army asshole, huh? Okay. Inconsiderate prick.
All right, that's enough. We're going home.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm finishing my shit. I got the keys, idiot. You have red goo on your shoe.
What?
You have fucking blood on your shoe.
The dumpster.
That shadowy alley. What do you think was in that dumpster?
What are you guys doing? Sleeping one off?
Got any fear?
What's one of your biggest fears?
Being accused of something that I didn't do.
Like what? Rape? Murder?
But yeah, rape and murder.
Me too. Being accused of rape and murder and solicitation for prostitution.
That's weird that you two have the same fears.
Well, maybe they hang out a bunch. You know, like when ladies have their lady time at the same time.
That was really funny. Man-tied?
By the way, I'd never falsely accuse you of rape.
Oh.
Well, I did find blood on my shoe.
He's kidding.
Oh.
That's alley blood. Look, we didn't rape or murder anybody, okay? Especially ladies of the night.
No, that's gross.
Why would there be blood in the alley?
That's a good question.
And why were you in an alley at night?
He had to piss. I pee in alleys.
No, it's true. He peed.
It's gross.
And there was a pee watcher too.
You watched him pee?
No, I didn't watch him pee. There's an alley pee watching person.
Are you implying the blood came from the bodies the alley pee watcher was dumping?
Who said anything about bodies?
What else happened to you this evening?
Well,
I said things that were obviously a joke. You said things in a way that was creepy.
I guess if being honest is the same thing as being creepy, then yeah.
We could have stayed there. Maybe with them.
Oh, come on, don't get mad at me. What I think we should do is just sleep it off in the car. Yeah, it's like stealing candy from a baby.
Should we turn those guys in?
I did just sell the straight one Coke.
You don't sell coke to could-be murderers.
What could anyone be a could-be murderer?
You know what I mean.
Hey, Dimitri, you awake?
Yep.
I guess it's gonna be hard to fall asleep until we come down, huh?
Are you trying to start a conversation?
What else are we gonna do?
Those two losers are parked outside sleeping in their car. I'm calling the police.
I don't think that those guys murdered anyone.
You want to get out of here?
And go where?
Aren't you a little curious to why my shoe look like it has old congealed ketchup on it?
It looks like you stepped on a ketchup packet and it busted everywhere. I mean, yeah, so somebody threw away some old ketchup packets.
Come on now. Who throws away ketchup packets?
A lot of people.
Do you?
That's a good point. I'm in.
Honestly, don't know anything for sure. It's just a hunch. Okay.
What are you stopping here for?
Too much coconut drink, man. Coconut.
That was impressive.
Oh, you watch me pee?
So, you watch me pee?
Okay, so here's the situation. I did watch you pee.
Sicko.
Yeah, but I repeat, okay? I repeat, it was not sexual whatsoever. It was for scientific purposes only. I watched in the name of science.
Uh-huh.
I'm serious. All right, and you watch me pee.
So?
So I just hope it was in the name of science.
If you must know, I was looking out for your safety.
Uh-huh.
You know, with all that's happened tonight, I'm just a little paranoid.
So you were concerned for me?
Well, I assumed they would come after me next.
I feel like playing some pinball. Where'd you get those quarters?
What? I have quarters.
Just wondering because I keep that middle console in my car. Thought maybe you borrowed some.
You think I'm stealing your quarters?
No. I mean, unless you did. You steal my quarters?
I took a few quarters.
I knew it.
I think it's time to get back on the road. No more distractions this time. What?
Should I like drop you off and come back like 10 minutes later?
Fuck that. We're in this together.
Look, mate, I'd rather not know what happened, all right? Ricky could have definitely killed those girls and their pimp driver.
Yeah, he could have, but we're still going.
I don't want to go, man. I think we're being followed. Oh yeah, we're being followed.
No, we're not.
I mean, you want me to I could drop you off and just drive around and keep a lookout. I could do that. Just saying, it doesn't look good on your part. You know, I mean, you got blood on your shoes, you were in the alley, you got the phone records. It doesn't look good. Bought some good times from your gay friend.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Think we should take a couple bumps before we do this?
That's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all. Get our mind right. You know, I was thinking about that music that we were jamming to tonight. Didn't sound too bad.
Yeah?
Think we should cut an album tonight?
Just me and you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, unless Ricky... No. Yeah, just me and you.
All right.
Yeah?
I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, God.
Watch the ski slopes there, buddy.
I know, I'm just a little excited about the band. What do you think we should call us?
All right, let's get this over with.
Wait, don't you think we should say like a prayer first? That way God at least thinks we're trying to do the right thing.
He knows.
I know he knows, but we should say something first.
Okay.
Dear Lord, we come to you tonight to say thank you and to give us a clean getaway.
Or just to prove no shenanigans happened We walk back and everything's cool.
So that's just one clear conscience and one clean getaway.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. In the name of your son, we pray.
Jesus.
Yes, Jesus. Amen. This is good.
It was probably a cat.
Air cats eat your face off after you die. Isn't that pure evil?
Sometimes the truth is hard to take.
Are we still talking about cats eating off your owners' faces or what? What are you doing? God.
What are you doing?
Hiding the good times.
Oh, gross.
Man, what do you think? This is the first time Good Times has ever been up here?
That doesn't sound right. Stop before you get shot.
Why are you grabbing up your ass? Guys, what are you doing here? We were just in the neighborhood. We figured we'd,
Coconut?
That was good shit, right?
It's not that bad.
Everything is bad, 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 everything
What the fuck do bands do? What do rock stars do?
They rock, dude.
All right.
Everything is bad. Everything is bad.
Wait, so did those prostitutes die? Oh my god.
He doesn't know.
I have so many questions.
Billion
Why
lives.
did they go back? Why would you go back to the scene of the crime?
We will only know in the longer director's
They
cut.
need to get
correct?
far away
That's right.
from that crazy guy. He's not a good friend to hang out with.
Am I the only person that is really curious as to why, what was going on? Like, I would have gone back. Like, what is going on with this guy?
No. I mean,
No,
yes, I would
nobody would have gone
I would
back.
be
No.
curious,
All
but
right,
I would
I
like to
didn't know that. I didn't know.
conceptualize. You know,
I would have
I'll talk
read
about it. I
I would have
actually go
read
back.
the newspaper the next day is what I would have done.
I'll fly
I
my
would've-
drone back, but
Yeah, I would have gone home,
yeah,
man.
Benzik said that was a roller coaster. Right.
That was a roller coaster. But a very wonderful work of art. Thank you for sharing it with us. And
It was a
now
lot of fun.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for having me on. Like I said, I'm a huge fan. I hope you guys keep doing this. And yeah.
I had I don't know what I'd love to hear what your inspirations were, if any, to make this film. To
they're
like,
all dark. What are you talking
I
about?
know, but okay.
They're all his all this like ego kind of
Some
thing.
people
going
would
on.
take
It's
it
all
as a
primal
compliment.
brain.
Some people wouldn't. But like to me, this filmmaking style was very reminded me of like Clerks.
Yeah.
Like Kevin
Yeah.
Smith's original
Early
film,
Kevin Smith stuff.
which I love. It was very much like you're in the moment with them. It's gritty, but the acting's great. The dialogue and story is awesome. So you just kind of like go in there with them.
Dialogue and the play of action between the two characters, really great casting. The two leads, I mean, you needed really good leads to carry off all that dialogue and do it well, just like Clerks. So, if you don't have the sound on in Clerks, it just didn't work. So, and good sound. Everything was audible. Everything's good. A lot of low budget films, really, really don't work with the sound well. So it sounds like you had a good sound person on this thing. And if you can't hear it, you don't have a good movie. So
that, James,
that
was the whole key to making that work. Was good sound. It was Miranda's son, the co-director of the film, who did it. He was 15 at the time. We went around in an old '94 Thunderbird and just tested audio for a couple of days until we got the settings right. And
So Miranda. Okay, we saw her.
Co-director and producer of the film.
Yeah, saw her on the credits. Tell us a little bit about Miranda and how she played a part in this movie.
Pretty much made all the awkward phone calls and all the went to all the establishments and went like, "Hey, we were making a movie and
producer.
What's it about?"
Yeah.
Well, it's about these two guys with ADD who get distracted and they don't do any drugs or anything like that. But she would do a lot of the producing work and then kind of wore a couple of hats like AD/director. So.
And how did you meet Miranda? Awesome. What is the connection to you and Miranda?
Again, Craigslist casual encounter. No, I'm just joking.
Casual encounter.
Hey, I met some of my very first filmmaking friends on Craigslist 15 years ago.
Hey, Craigslist is...
No, not a filmmaker at all. No filmmaking background. She was brought in and forced by me. So I was like, hey, I'm going to poke you to make a film. And she did it. So...
Well, I hope you guys make another film. And when was this film completed?
Wait, was she who I met at Pinball Expo?
Correct. Very
good. Yeah, she's awesome.
So and she's still around. That's good.
James, she did this they got second or third place in the costume contest we did.
Okay.
They were the Wheel of Fortune, and her daughter maybe dressed up, and she had a big Wheel of Fortune sign and it said Stern Pinball, and it was...
Oh, really?
You have a really good memory. Wow.
She's good at she's definitely got the names down more than I do. I start generalizing and calling people dude because I was like, hey dude. I was like, I have no idea what their name is. Okay, we have some themes here that we wrote down. Coconuts, jams, taco. So food's a big theme. Obviously.
Oh, the cake. He was not the cake.
Yeah, he was really into the cake.
The ketchup.
I guess ketchup.
Ketchup.
When you're hungry, trying to make movies, you write about what you know, right?
Yeah, the munchies while he was...
It's the munchies, the munchie filmmakers.
I was on this terrible diet when I wrote this, so I was probably thinking about food.
No way.
Did you have any catering? Maybe you just had no catering.
Craft services was
no craft services for this is pizza and
it was a
packets.
Cooler and terrible snacks that I never touched.
A cooler that was never closed properly, probably.
Yeah, it was all just rotted, never closed.
Well, it was just all like energy drinks. It was like 100 degrees when we filmed, and I had them wear leather jackets the whole time. So yes.
And
it was.
Where did you film it? You said you filmed it in. There was in the chat. Somebody asked about the location.
It was shot St. Louis City proper, some of the other suburbs, Ferguson, Maplewood. All these little suburbs are satellites of St. Louis.
And why did you pick that location for filming?
That's where I lived.
There you go.
It's a really beat up old city, so it's got a lot of interesting architecture and everything else.
So okay. And then when was the film? You said you were editing it right now, but when was the major photography done, and when was the? Tell us a little bit about the journey of the film itself. Obviously, you wrote it how long ago, and when did you start production of it?
I wrote it probably in fall, winter of 2016. And then I wrote it probably over the course of 4-6 weeks, just casually. Your brain doesn't work past 3 hours, I don't think. So at least mine doesn't. So after about that time, I would sit it on a shelf and just edit it or make another draft of it. And so we shot it the summer of 2017 over the course of 2 weeks for like 13 days.
Nice.
So I don't like doing a day here and a day there. I just wanted one.
A lot of coverage for that amount of time too. You did how many? How was your shooting ratio on it? Did these guys pretty much hit the take every time because they were pretty tight?
I would say like we would do maybe if I liked something but the actors wanted to. I don't. We had extra time, so I didn't mind like doing another take every now and then. But probably average 2 or 3 takes, and then. Of each shot. There was no shot list, James. So Ramoto. So I know. Look at her eyes over there.
Yeah. How do you manage?
I was all based on mood and feeling of the day. Like, okay, I want this scene to look like this. It was all in my head.
It's always all in your head.
But he got it out.
How do I produce that?
But
I've worked with a lot of people that don't give shot lists.
I'm
but
all
it's
about the
not
shot
fun.
list.
Everyone is. I don't
So
want to make a shot list. I would rather just say, okay, this is gonna, because things change when you're actually on location. You can say you want this shot or do that, but when you get there, it's like, well, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. This isn't the way, or it doesn't always work out the way you think. So I had a general idea. I never wrote it down, and I didn't really need to. So.
No, and again, if you have collaborators and your cinematographer and all that.
Well, that was me. So
yeah, if you're working by yourself, then
yeah.
for sure I wouldn't make a shot list either.
So one of the things we were just excited about was bokeh. Lots of wonderful bokeh, and as we were talking, all that lens flares. A bokeh for those non-filmmaker people is basically the shimmer off the lens, and it makes beautiful patterns. And there's a couple different techniques to play with bokeh.
Oh, there's a lens.
She's got a little bokeh going. And it's basically how optically the light is bouncing inside the lens. And older lenses have different bokeh. They're just a beautiful thing. It's light play. But you can do it in post. There's a lot of programs that can put bokeh. I put bokeh in post sometimes. I try to get it occasionally with using kind of weird, obscure optics. But Joel, can you share some of your optical secrets with us, please?
If there's anybody left in the chat, yes.
It doesn't matter. This is for me.
They all stick around, Joel. I know.
You can totally geek out and nerd out on lenses if you want.
Yes,
We're nerding out on lenses now. We already did pinball.
Show us your Russian lenses.
Okay, so I forgot what
Yay! He's gonna
my
bring
popcorn
it out.
from my popcorn nation.
It's our favorite part.
So they had these.
We put lens flares in video games. Yes, the lighting in some new video games it's always the first thing I see. Blows my mind.
So I don't have a problem with doing it in post.
Virtual. Yeah,
This
is all mechanical, analog.
So there's aperture disc in here. Some of them are built in, and then some of them I just put like a little disc in front of a lens, and then put like a fishing line and color the lens of the color you want. Here's a pretty good example. I didn't make this one, but I bought it. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
So you've got
it's like the Eye of Sauron.
Yes, it is the Eye of Sauron. So basically, you've taken a cardboard disc and put it inside the lens.
It's a plastic disc.
A plastic disc. Now, did you buy them or did you cut them yourself?
No, he took it off a pinball machine.
Did you take it off a pinball machine? You could have.
I did not take it off a pinball machine. No.
All right. Well,
it's similar. It is similar plastic. It's much thinner, and it's a little bit of transparency, and just color it with the color that you want, the mood, the feeling. So
now you color it with a pen or with. How do you color
I think I just used a marker. Yeah, that's a great question. It was shade, tree, back, yard, garage type stuff. So
and then once you've made this mat that you stuck in there, you've put a little piece of wire or a little piece of filament in there too.
It's fishing line.
But we don't see it through the lens because optically it's so close to the lens you really can't see it.
It goes over. I think it goes over. Yeah, it goes over straight around it.
but then it bounces off of that. The light bounces off of that, and then makes those beautiful patterns. So all that was done in camera, and
that is so cool.
So
all the orange that we saw in the film was coming directly from those lenses. You didn't.
Correct. There is nothing. I don't know anything about the post of like doing stuff like that. So I just wanted it all in camera. Everyone told me to do it in post, but I didn't listen.
As you shouldn't. I think that's just like how you made your pinball game, my friend. You've created by doing, by process, which I think is brilliant. So pinball and your pinball creations and your filmmaking go hand in hand that way, which is awesome.
Josh Matoska says he has
found a theme.
Several 35mm projector lenses. Those make great camera lenses too if you get the right mounts for them.
I had trouble I think I know what I don't know what he's talking about, but I used the anamorphic from a projector lens. And then I put it on a lens, but I could never get the focus to work out.
Yeah, those anamorphic lenses are really hard to focus.
Now tell us a little bit about the focus, because you were using these weird lenses, you had depth of field where they were in focus, but then the background was all blurry, which is a beautiful effect.
It gives it like a flat look, and then it's more of a film cinematic style. So that's what I was going for. The downside to that is you lose focus really easy, but it helped the artsy-fartsy part of the film, you know?
Which is what we were talking about. We love the artsy-fartsy. When you shoot like with a GoPro, it's all in focus. We do a lot of GoPro stuff as we run around pinball conventions, but to have that short depth of field is just, it's hard to do, number one. But two, it's you keep the focus on the content. So the people talking, those are the people we're paying attention to. We're not caring about what's behind them. So I love it. I think it was brilliant.
Thank you.
So excellent work.
Thank you.
So lots of good things about this film.
I want to see the extended version now. Does the extended version show us what's in the dumpster, or if there was ketchup on his? Was it actually ketchup?
There is a resolution. I can't go too much into it.
When are we going to see the director's cut? We want to see the whole feature.
1,000 views. Or is that what
I want to see. I want to see it in my Redbox. I want to get the DVD from my library.
VHS.
On VHS tape.
You start the GoFundMe to turn it into a DVD. I'll do that for you.
I'll make the DVD for you. Really? I'll make it. You have to duplicate it, but I'll make the DVD for you. That's easy.
Okay. You'll do it?
I'm happy to knock that out for you. I can do that. Happy to do that. So how many GoFundMes you want to see the full thing? You want 1,000 likes or 1,000 views?
1,000 likes in the GoFundMe.
All right. We'll look for it.
That doesn't even make any sense. 1,000 views on this episode, and you'll cut together the original or the longer version.
And a few more likes on the Popcorn Landfill Facebook page.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So I just posted the Popcorn Landfill Facebook page to the chat. So everyone take a moment, please, and click it and like it so we can see.
Let's talk a little bit about this wonderful music that you got, too. Russian, you got it from a Russian group. Some of those pop songs are really good, really fun.
That's from a local band from St. Louis. They were called the Vanilla Beans. Those are the poppy synth.
The Vanilla Beans. That's a great cool. sound.
Mighty Bean on Twitch said also wants a prequel of the guy in the burger drive-thru. I want that too. That
guy was actually hilarious. He was not on script at all, and the talent was like, "What's going on here?" But just like they just went with it. But it was
was it an actor or was
it a real dude? It's just like some drive-thru dude.
The guy off. So we solicited this place called the White Barn, and they have these huge burgers, and I'd never been there before. And they're like so thick, and they're huge. And the owner was like, "Hey, there's a guy who has 11,000 movies. I have more movies than you." And he would just talk about his movie collection. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And they said if he can be in it, then you can use our location. And we're like, we'll eat here. We'll do our meal here. So they were happy about that. So
that's so cool.
That's great. But
that guy was such a character in the drive-thru.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
Sorry about him. You have to find him. You have to go back to St. Louis. So
the one thing I Amoto, the one thing that I didn't notice on your poster was, I think, more that you need more laurels on your poster. You need to have little pieces, little laurels of all the cool places that you've shown your film at. And
they're not on there?
I didn't see a lot of laurels on your poster, dude.
Well, there wouldn't be a lot because as soon as we got it into show it on a big screen, I was like, "That's it, I'm done."
You're done.
I was done. Yeah.
Well, Amoto and I, if Amoto can bring this up,
I'm gonna pull it up.
we're gonna pull it up.
Oh, I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I got it on the drive. Is it not?
No. This will be good.
there.
Benzik said, I like that the window said no cash, but they paid in cash.
Yeah, nice.
You saw that. I'm looking at
It's called Official Laurel. Or I can maybe bring it up. Let me see.
I can't get over the drive-through part.
I don't know if it's in the right folder, James. Pinball Gramps says, do
I'll
you
mail it
ever use DSLR cameras for video?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your camera and how you...
talk about, because you did use DSLR.
It was, yes. That's actually, it was a GH5 Panasonic. It's good for low light. I wanted a film look, but I also wanted the convenience of not having to light things for ridiculous amounts of time.
Now, did you?
Yeah, I've used that camera before, and the low light capabilities of its time were like.
Did you?
Champion.
Did you do your audio right onto that camera, or did you do?
No, that was.
Did you do an audio on a like a Zoom or something like that?
It was an f8 Zoom and an NTG3 shotgun mic, and then Sennheiser lavalier mics.
Nice.
The microphone wasn't all that great, but the
everything sounded pretty tight. I mean, and you didn't do any and the Foley work sounded good too. It was all good. Let's see.
Did you do any ADR, like post sound recording?
No, not at all. Everything's location sound. But if you were listening to this on like a subwoofer, you would notice I never sound edited anything. You would hear all the background noise, and then
that makes it seem more original though. Makes it more. That's okay. You can have a little bit of that.
James just emailed me. Alina from the chat said, "What is the most frustrating part about making the pinball machine?"
That's a good
everything.
He's still frustrated.
It's probably the language barrier between me and the engineers, I would say, and then I found everything to be. I was like, my hair is crazy, so everything's really frustrating about it. But it's probably the most rewarding thing.
Was it more rewarding to make a pinball game than a movie?
Oh.
Well, here's the deal.
You're gonna be making. You're not gonna. You're.
Yeah.
I'm not in control of everything on a film. You know, people can do their own thing, or people show up late, or a location will cancel on you in the last second. I'm sure this has happened to you before.
Yes.
So there's some things on a film that are kind of out of your control. Like this is all me,
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, but this is way more frustrating. But it's just as rewarding. To be more specific, coding, like, I don't know, software on this, I don't like. It's rewarding and it's fun, but like at the same time, it kind of makes me crazy. I'm like, crazy eyes.
Noodles. Yeah. Did you get my email?
Yes.
No. What does the email say?
No. I'm emailing Emoto. So you'll see. You're
so funny. So I wrote it in the chat, but for everyone that is here and hanging out with us, feel free to drop your questions in the chat for Joel, and I'll read them out to him. And then at the end of this episode, we'll do a little raffle wheel to see who will win some pinball swag from us. Benzik said, oh yeah, that's funny. What was more frustrating, the movie or the pinball machine? I think James kind of asked that too. But
well, you can re-say it.
They're both frustrating.
You have to choose one.
Yeah.
I guess people like kind of romanticize making a film and everything, so that you'll be set straight really quick with that. But
I know it's
they're both really rewarding in their own way. They're completely different, but kind of you know,
Hmm.
run along the same lines. I don't. Yeah, they both have their good points and bad. Like, film is a lot quicker, even though it's a long process with that. I put so many hours into this guy right here.
So what's your next? What do we look forward to seeing next? Another
Probably
film,
what we talked about
game?
earlier, doing art on the playfield, adding more code,
Working on this
more
game.
modes to the game. I like deep games. I like fast games. I like flowy games. So that's what I want to finish this and maybe make another pinball machine. I don't know.
So if we analyze the movie, you're saying that we can have better gameplay as well. That you have different modes dedicated to different parts.
Correct.
Different scenes go with different parts of the gameplay.
There's a mode called Badass Burger, and it's about them waiting in line and their banter about getting a burger, and then their crazy new friend Ricky taking bites out of the burger. So the more shots you make,
Ricky, oh my god, don't hang out
you
with
like
that
him,
guy.
don't you?
Ricky
No, I mean,
would you like to meet him?
Is he local? It's a pop up.
he's just the guy that's gonna constantly get you in trouble.
Yes.
Emoto was commenting the whole time watching the movie. Like, no, get away from this guy. Oh, no, he killed those girls. He killed them.
Why would you go back? Why are you still hanging out with him? Yeah, they came back with the money. Like, these two are like the nicest guys ever.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna help the
I
prostitutes.
would have been like,
get home,
yeah, I
but-
gotta go get this money,
It's like-
and then like
We're broke, but we're gonna still be good guys and give them the money.
they kept
Need
coming
us.
back.
I
Do it in his
find
pocket.
it believable personally.
Oh, you know, someone did ask that in the chat earlier. Was yeah, that was actually one of them too. Well, are any of the situation in the films based on your life experience?
Who asked that question? I want names.
You knew that was coming. It was on
I
my
did.
list here, but I was saving it for last.
Who asked that? Give me names.
I asked it.
Oh, you said it was in the chat. Are you pulling my leg here? Yeah, it's about the first third or a little bit less happened in kind of real life events inspired that part. So yeah, I won't elaborate too much on it. But yeah.
Wait, are you Ricky?
No.
This mom's watching. Hey, you don't want to tell them
I
too
look
much.
crazy and I look like I might smoke crack, but I am not Ricky. Come on.
Was Ricky smoking crack?
No, he was not smoking crack.
I didn't think so. I think you. I think that was that. Yeah, that question. Another question we got was, what's your? Okay, back to the pinball machine. What's your approach to designing the back glass animations?
What? Oh, the LCD screen?
Right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I
Same for your
use
videos.
After Effects a lot for the animations and for like text and font, and then some of the Lady of the Lights animations that are on there. It's all After Effects Premiere. So, yes.
Very cool.
I'm not like plugging them. I don't really care.
No, I mean
it's a good
I have
software.
both apps open on my computer right now. I'm surprised my computer
Okay.
hasn't exploded because I'm running a live stream.
And
editing
having
in the
like some of the most difficult software, demanding.
Oh,
software in
Nate
your
King
computer
is
con-
here.
Nate, he's the guy who shot the Boys
Yeah,
Night
this
Out video.
awesome trailer we've been watching. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. Excellent work.
He has other videos too. I don't know if there's a link he can show, but he had
It's
done
crying, it's so loud. Yeah, Nate.
Medieval Madness, I think, was one of them I saw, and I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool." And then
he did
he
other
actually-
pinball videos.
He did, yes.
I want to see them. How can we see them? Nate, drop your links in the chat.
So he approached me because he's a film guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm interested in this." And I was like, "Oh, the pinball." He's like, "No, more of the film stuff." I was like, "Oh, okay, we can talk about that." And we were geeking out on lenses.
Oh, that's awesome. Nate, you just missed us geeking out on the Russian lenses
Oh.
with the awesome filters inside. Here's a good one from the chat. If the pinball is a tie-in to the movie, how about a dumpster cabinet? I like that idea.
So
and you should
stuff
put
like
a
that-
you should put a ketchup pack. Like every time, you should just put it down on the ground so people can step on ketchup pack.
Step on the ketchup and have old congealed ketchup on there. That's funny that somebody mentioned that. I used to work for a casket company, and I was like, oh, I want to turn a casket and modify it as a cabinet. I thought it would be the coolest thing ever. So.
Yeah, that would be wild.
But I didn't really have a theme to go along with it. And I did have caskets, but they give them away for free if they've had bodies in them. So.
Do they really? Wow.
They're not allowed
That's
to.
good to know.
Considered a
That seems like something practical to own one day.
People have used them for like coolers, to, like, you know.
So like reused caskets, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a Craigslist thing, or where do I find these?
You have to go to a funeral home.
Say, hey.
But yeah, request one with no bodies and tell them, wink, wink, you can give me one with bodies. That's fine.
Yeah. Sell parts.
Yeah.
Pieces and parts. So sounds
for science. You did it for science.
Yeah, well, that's what they did, didn't it? They used to snatch it for science. Awesome. So, did you get my email, Emoto? Can we?
Oh yeah, you want me
deliver-
to show this?
Yes,
Joel, can you
please.
see the screen? Can you see our screen?
I can see you. Hi.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
but on
so-
Zoom, you can't see the. Can you see the stream? The live stream?
I guess I can. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Oh, someone did do a custom Dracula pinball in a casket. I do remember seeing that. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, nice.
All right, ready?
Please.
All right. Dun, dun,
Up
dun. You got your
Okay.
first laurels.
So we thought we email you a
He's got a tiny
laurel
monitor.
for the big picture show. So now you can put this on your poster, and you can have your first laurel. And then as you do more shows, as you see more things, you can get your little leaves up
Great,
there.
I love it. That looks beautiful. Sorry about the delay.
It's okay. I will email this to you, and you can have both a white version and a black version, and you can composite it the way you wish. So
that's awesome. Thank you
have
very
your
so
first
much.
big picture show official selection for watching our show.
Wow.
Not that it means anything. It was
I
pretty
didn't
easy
even
to make.
enter, and this is
Yay.
great. Thank you.
You didn't even enter. You didn't have to. All these shows are all just
I know.
they're all rigged.
Nate posted a link to his Medieval Madness trailer. Everyone should take a look at that. Actually, I'll repost it. I will reshare it in the chat so it goes through to all the platforms. That's really awesome. Keep making pinball trailers. I want to see more.
Trailers are fun. Yeah,
That's
they're
great.
hard to do too. Well, yeah.
Cool. So does anyone else have any more questions for Joel about Popcorn Landfill, the movie, or Boys Night Out, the pinball machine? And I'm going to work on compiling everyone's names into the Wheel of Names. We got Barry. Barry's here.
So in our other shows, obviously we asked our guests to pick your favorite question that was asked for the winner of our swag, but it always ended up being the very last question because that's all people could remember. So now we thought we'd be a little bit more random about it by using a spinning wheel where everybody can have a better chance to get in. So anybody who's asked a question will be entered into the random spinning wheel, and then we will then select the winner for the swag for today. So we're learning as we go. We're on, episode 7. We figured a few things out along the way. So,
This
but
looks much better.
it's an excellent film. Thank you so much, and I enjoyed it, and I hope everybody else did. While Emoto's
a
putting
lot of
that
fun
together, I'm
watching
going to hopefully give you some applause here, so people understand all the wonderful effort, both on pinball and filmmaking. You've fulfilled all of our dreams of producing the show. You're both a filmmaker and a pinball creator.
We got to geek
you've-
out on lenses today.
Yeah,
I get to retire.
If not, if anybody wants to collaborate with you, you're available. Tell people how to get in touch with you if they want to talk more about filmmaking or how to put together a game or different projects that they can be involved in. You're always looking.
Hold on here. I'm not helping somebody put together their game jams. That's ridiculous.
If they pay ya.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. If they pay. Well, no.
if there's an exchange with a contract involved.
Yeah, I mean, I can help people. Like, I had a hard time just downloading a program to like help me work with the boards and everything. So, I mean, I could definitely help people get started for sure.
So, but you're not really on social media too much. You're saying, are you better through email, or how can people get in touch?
Sure, yeah, email would be great.
Okay, and we will put.
I don't know you, stranger, but I will write to you.
Well, I'll drop in his social media links into the chat. You can follow Popcorn Landfill or Boys Night Out on Facebook, both of them, or Boys Night Out on Instagram. And again, if we can get it's now officially 1,000 likes on Popcorn Landfill's Facebook page, then he's gonna show us what is in the dumpster.
That's
like,
pretty provocative.
I have to shoot that.
Now he's actually gotta.
I gotta shoot that.
Get the cast back together and get the burgers back out.
Got some reshoots to do, fellas.
It was really a lot of fun. Thank you.
Well, thank you for enjoying it.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna go to the raffle.
The spinning wheel of raffleness.
My wheel. I got my wheel. And we'll pick a winner. So here's our raffle. We got lots of names going on. We're gonna spin the wheel.
Can I see the wheel spinning?
You can see the. If you're watching the Twitch stream, you can.
Okay,
see
all right. I'm sorry.
You gotta pay attention to the Twitch.
Benzik's Pinball.
Oh, it does spin. Wow, that's great.
How did that work? Can you even see your name? Oh, because it has this thing in the background. That's funny. Benzik, you win. Reroll. I already got something. Oh, what a nice guy. Right. Thank you, Benzik.
Wow.
We're going to take his name out. It's going to end up being Scott Denisi, and he's probably not here anymore.
Oh, he left?
I don't know.
Scott, where are you at?
All right, let's reroll again. Oh, I think you know who this person is. Angela Maddaloni. Did I say that right?
Maddaloni.
Maddaloni. Congratulations, Angela. Yep, we're going to send you a Marco Pinball hat, and you're going to also get a Boys Night Out sticker, which I think maybe could be hand-delivered.
I don't think they need a Boys Night Out sticker. We're done with the boys.
Send me your shipping address to marcotv@marcopinball.com, and we would love to send you some Marco swag. We really appreciate you and everyone else that hung out with us and engaged in the chat and watched the film with us. It means a lot, and it makes it more fun. So thank you.
Means a lot to me too. Thank you.
Yay.
So we are not going to be on in 2 weeks. We're usually doing the 2-week cycle, but we need to chat a little bit about our next show, which has been confirmed.
Oh yeah. This is okay. Sorry, I was responding to Angela in the chat. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, everyone. Benzik. For the re-roll and hanging out. Yes, our next episode is going to be another really interesting and completely different than anything we've done before on this show. Can I say who our guest is,
no,
James?
it's all, we're all good. When we're all good, and it's on the 20th, right? No, it is, yes, on the 21st.
21st. So we're skipping a Tuesday. This is a bi-monthly show, but we're skipping a Tuesday. And we will be back on December 21st with Mr. Boom Shakalaka. He's on fire. Anything else? Tim Kitzrow. He's a famous voice actor in many pinball machines and many video games. So we're going to talk to him about his career and the games he's done voices for, and probably learn a whole lot more about him than
making
already.
games and the acting and what he brings to all of his different characters. He's great. He's a Chicago Second City alumnus, so he's definitely got some pedigree to him as far as Chicago acting and comedy goes, and he brings all that to the games. So, and he seems to have, we're gonna see his body of work and talk a little bit about what brings the motivation to each of his games.
Yeah, because sound is super important, and those call outs can sometimes make or break games too. So he has some very memorable ones. So it's awesome that we can have him on the show. Yeah. He was at Pinball Expo. I met him there, and then he went to Midwest Gaming Classic as well too. So he's just a pinball party
all over the place
these days.
Pinball party animal. So, well, excellent. I think we've covered it. We've put in a good 2 hours, so I think we've committed some good time. We're only an hour show.
This is our longest show ever. Thank you, Joel.
We went long for you, Joel.
It was so much fun.
We had a good movie, and we had some. I had popcorn with my Popcorn Landfill. So
nobody asked what the title was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's wrap it up and learn a little bit about the title, because it is kind of a quirky title. And I know I got the boys part, like the boys' night out. I got boys.
Yeah. Why is it Popcorn Landfill?
Boys.
I figured that was going to be the number one question I was going to have to answer.
We just accepted it.
Yeah, we just assumed that it was so insane that we just went with it. It was just some fever dream.
It has something to do. There's a couple of different reasons for the title. It has something to do with their popcorn. It's casual. Their nature towards what could have happened. They're like, but they're kind of paranoid. But they have a very casual approach to it. And the landfill is like a kind of a dumpster theme. Maybe. And then also kind of like the current state of movies at the time. Not that I'm projecting myself to be better than that, but I just felt like there's a lot of garbage out there.
Yes. But this isn't garbage. This is a wonderful work of art. And
thank you. That's a really high compliment. I appreciate it.
It is. It is. Anybody that has created something from concept to completion to sharing it to us, and to be able to talk about it, it should be, no matter what it is, it should be thrilled and that it's good and it's got good sound and great dialogue and good acting. All those things make it a wonderful film. So I wish you do finish it. I hope you take a break from pinball, go back to your filmmaking and finish this up. And I want to see what's inside the damn dumpster. Damn it!
I'm pulled all over the place.
Maybe I have to play the video. Maybe if I play the pinball game, I'll learn. That's how you do it. It's like you don't even have to finish the film. You just finish it in the pinball machine.
You can watch it on the game. All right, that's what we'll do.
Stick it in the mode.
The wizard mode is the resolution.
It finishes the narrative. I love it.
Right?
Love it. Sure.
Yes.
He's like huff, huff. No.
Can you tell us what the resolution is?
Tell us what the end of the story is.
No, that's
come on. No. You're not gonna finish the movie. Tell us.
I had to try.
I am gonna do it.
You're not gonna finish
I promise I will.
Just tell us.
He promised, James. He promised.
No, there's people in the chat. I can't spoil this.
All right, everyone. Again, follow Popcorn Landfill on Facebook so we can.
Yeah, that's where if there's any news, I will post it somewhere. Yeah.
And if you see Joel at a convention with his game, ask him what the damn resolution is. I think you just need to confront him face to face and go, dude. What happened in the dumpster, man? What's up with the dumpster?
Someone threw out an old ketchup packet.
That's it.
Is it jam?
Is it jam?
Bam.
Is it ketchup?
Final question. What show will Boys Night Out be at besides Texas Pinball Festival? Will you be bringing it to Golden State, perhaps, or anywhere else somewhat local to your dwellings?
Is Golden State still going on?
Yep, Golden State, I believe, is slated for May or June.
Oh, that's way. I can't think that far ahead. Sure, I'll be there.
We'll see you in March at Texas Pinball Festival, right?
Yeah, ask me what's going on in 7 months. I don't know. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh yeah, it is still. Well, it was early for you.
We just had so much popcorn and everything. We got lost track of everything.
now we're all full of popcorn.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody that stuck around and hung out with us. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Joel. And we will see y'all on December 21st with Tim Kittro.
I'll be there.
Yay. That's awesome.
Text in.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks, Amoto. Thanks, James.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to play my little loop right now. Oh, I need to raid someone. Everyone stick around on Twitch so we can raid. Who are we gonna raid? Secure.